Hey, welcome. We're live now.
Right.
Now, you haven't seen me for a while. I'm Kevin Gaming. I'm founder of Brisbane Small Business. We've got Jatixa, who's actually the general manager of Brisbane Small Business and running the profitable small business. Obviously, I do also do chew-proof dog beds, and see how hard it is when you're doing this whole mirroring thing, and it's very, very difficult. But today, what we want to do is talk to you about solving some basic business problems that we have. We've got a really cool solution that's been offered to us by one of our business partners, where it's not going to cost you any money, but you can solve some of the stuff that you just don't get time to get around to.
Yeah, it's a great offer. I'm really excited about this. It's going to help a lot of people in the community.
Absolutely. Now, the people we're talking about is InternMatch. And as soon as we mention interns, people go, oh, but they don't know what they're talking about, blah, blah, blah. It's going to take all my time and I'm not going to be able to give them the time and effort needed. And they've actually refined their processes to such a cool extent that it's not going to take a lot of your time.
Yeah, it's a really good offer. The way that they've structured it this time around to what we kind of traditionally think of interns is a really good offer.
Cool. And hi, Facebook user. Thanks very much for joining us. When you didn't register because we didn't give enough time to register, we don't know who you're doing that because all for privacy reasons, that sort of stuff, we can't see who it is. So, hey, thank you very much for tuning in. Now, what we want to talk about is solving three basic problems. We all know that we should have a financial plan. We all know that we should have a marketing plan.
Yeah, we should.
And yet, largely, we go through our business life, our small business life, going, I'll get around to that.
Yeah, so many of us are time poor in getting to the should haves. Yeah, it's a big common problem, right?
Absolutely. And on top of that, we don't always have the expertise. Right. So
Yes.
when it comes to things like doing your marketing plan, where do you start? If I want to go and research my competitors, you can get stuck in a rabbit hole doing that and not knowing whether there is actually any value in doing that. So what better to do than to get somebody else to get stuck into that rabbit hole for you and do the research and give you and present to you, hey, here's the findings that we have, and here's what your competitors are doing, and here's some of the stuff that you could do, and some of the stuff that maybe you should be avoiding, and to give you some really valuable insights and help you start building a marketing plan. So, and this is what InternMatch is doing. They've got two different opportunities. One,
right.
Doing a financial plan, and two, doing a marketing plan. Now, Jatixa, you've been speaking to the guys over at InternMatch. There's two different start dates.
Yes. So there's one starting very, very soon at the end of November. It goes on for 8 weeks with, yes, in 2 weeks' time. So end of November, it goes on for 8 weeks with, I think there's a 2-week Christmas break, as we all want, right? So that's the 8-week cohort. If that doesn't work for you, there's another cohort starting mid-January, and that goes on for 6 weeks. So there's two opportunities that we've got available.
So my quick question there, are both finance and marketing, or is one finance and one's marketing?
What I've been told is they're both, you could do marketing or finance or in either cohort. We just need to show that we're interested and they will sort all the rest out for us.
So fantastic. Now, this isn't like the whole grant situation where you invest a whole lot of time in getting all your stuff together and blah, blah, blah. Basically, you put your hand up and say, yep, I need, I'd be very keen on the support. And then the guys at InternMatch will hold your hand and walk you through the process, make it really easy for you and do that. I've actually gone through the process before. They did a business plan for me. So it was a combination of the two, the team that did that. I think there was about it looked like the Brady Bunch. So there was about 7 people on the team, plus there was the moderator or mentor for them who did really coordinate and guide them really, really awesomely. The setup, I had a 2-hour meeting with them, and I talked about chew-proof, strangely enough. Then they went off and did some stuff, and then we got back together I think at the end of the first month, and we had an hour meeting just to make sure that they were on track and they were doing the right thing. Then at midway through the internship, we had another meeting once again, just 1 hour, and each of the interns went around the table and then they gave a presentation on their portion of the project, and where they could ask me questions and I could ask them questions and everything else. And at the end of that meeting, they had refined where they were up to and what they needed to do to continue. So it was a really simple process. At the end of the time period, they then presented to me the business plan that they had, which was really cool because it gave me, a couple of different things that I hadn't thought of. They did, which is fantastic. Some of the stuff that they came up with was quite basic, and that's always going to be the way. We are dealing with uni students who are towards the end of their uni. So some of the stuff is a little bit theoretical. However, a lot of the information they come up is really, really cool. And the beauty is that they have the time to go into the detail and do the digging that I never would have got done.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the fact that they've got a university-led mentor, they're going to get that theoretical side, but they're young kids. They will understand what's going on in the market and stuff as well. So there's a different angle that you may not have thought about. They're very fresh in learning like all the techniques as well. So again, something if you've not got the expertise to do that, even especially like the finance plan or something, if you don't like numbers, then they're going to be really fresh in their mind of putting a plan together. And like you said, Kevin, it's very little touch point for you. You kind of can provide this problem, I guess, to them, or something that you want to investigate had you got the time and the expertise. They go away in their little teams with the supervision, do what they need to do, and then you've probably got 3 or 4 touch points, about 4 to 6 hours all up of your time, and you get to go away with all of their findings. And then if it's something that you wish to implement, you can do.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, I did use the information that they had and refined it a little bit further for my purpose. I wasn't expecting them to be experts in doing what I do, right? That was never the intent. So I'm not going to ask the question, do you need an intern? I'm going to ask the question, would you like to put together a marketing plan and or a financial plan? And if the answer is yes, we want you to put a comment below, and then we will hook you up with how you go about doing this and the next steps. But really nice and simple scenario. So please don't hesitate to do this. There are limited spaces available. We do have the Brisbane Small Business, the Platinum Club networking this afternoon, and we'll be actually helping guide those people to put in applications. So try and get in before 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock this afternoon, because those slots could fill up really, really fast. So once again, if you need support on your marketing, support on your financials, this is what these guys are here to do. And they do a really good job for you. Don't take a lot of your time. You don't have to manage them. They've got a mentor doing that. So it's kind of it's a free hit as far as I'm concerned. And when you think of it like that, it's kind of a no-brainer to go, give me an intern.
Yeah, why not take the opportunity? Like you said, it's for free, very little touch point, and it's happening now. You're not having to wait till the next financial year and think. You can get this started now. So don't waste the opportunity.
Absolutely. So thanks very much for your time. That's all we need. Jatixa, thanks very much for setting this up and for following through with it and everything. You've been a great support to the community, and I just want to say very quickly, thank you so much for being a fresh face in the community and helping us lead through into that next portion. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much, Kevin. That's really nice of you to say. Thanks. I really enjoy it. It's nice to get to know the community more.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time, guys.
Thanks. Bye.